Pakistan vs England 1992 World Cup highlights.
Decided to bat first.
Javed Miandad is the new batsman. Wonderful player, great experience, and already he's having a chat. Looked as though either it came off very slowly from the pitch, or it was Lewis's slower ball. His arm action seemed to be fast enough.
I think it was just a little extra bounce, in fact, that undid Javed Miandad on this occasion. There is a bit more bounce in this pitch than we've seen in many of the wickets that have been used in this World Cup tournament. And you see Javed there just looking a little bit askance at the bounce of that ball.
Midon didn't pick it up all that quickly.
Javed Miandad having a slightly uncomfortable time here. Chris Lewis bowling very well at him. Completely mistimes this shot and lobs it towards Midon. Looked afraid it's not quite in quickly enough to make a catch out of it.
To get away with that, it's a question whether or not umpire Aldridge thinks he played a shot. The answer to that is yes.
Well, that's what umpire Aldridge thinks. Chris Lewis completely deceived Javed Miandad. A little bit of extra pace and angled in towards the leg stump. Javed Miandad gets his right leg right out of position. In fact, he's in no position to play a shot at the ball by the time he's finished. It's almost an involuntary stab with the bat. I suppose you could just say that he's tried to compensate, tried to get the bat across before it's too late.
Well, there's a confident appeal. Umpire Bucknor has been called into action several times in the exchanges so far. He's given a caught behind, a leg before. He signalled a no ball from square leg, which negated the dismissal.
Here's the ball hitting Javed, just possibly a little bit high, going over the top. And umpire Bucknor not too happy with where that ball was going, so quite rightly gives Javed the benefit of the doubt.
And there's another one which must be very close, and the Englishmen are astonished this time as well that umpire Bucknor shakes his head.
This is a super spell by Pringle, and here the next ball also hits Javed straight on the pad, and that is very, very close and possibly just outside the off stump. But there's not much there for Javed. Oh, he's very, very close that, and Pringle very excited.
So there's the man out on the sweeper position, the deep cover. Fine leg, and then there's one out at deep mid-wicket. Javed will look for two here, he'll get them. Pringle, not the fastest of the England fielders, coming in from long leg, and he's also had a longish spell in this heat, Derek Pringle. So he rather laboured in to pick it up.
Imran there, taking the two once again down to Pringle. He's just a little bit slow on that big boundary, trying to defend it. And Ian Botham is not very happy about the fact that they're picking up twos down there. He would certainly only like a single here.
Yes, they've got two to Imran, and early in the over two to Javed Miandad, who's very adept at...
That's his 50. 91 balls for his 50. Settles for one as the throw comes in over the bails. So Javed Miandad, who so often sets the pace for his side in these matches, he's obviously decided he's going to bat right through this innings, and when it gets to the last 10 overs, he'll really cut loose. Slowly but surely his strike rate is lifting. Very firmly smashed away and fumbled there. Underneath the scoreboard it goes. And so that means it's 4. Well, Pringle got to it very comfortably, just bobbed out of his hands. 1-6.
He's beaten the mid-off fielder for 4 more. That's where he found the boundary in the last over. He's repeated the shot. Imran's going. And this time to the left of Gooch. So Lewis is proving expensive here. Javed Miandad may be distressed up there by illness, but he still can put away a full toss.
They might not want to run, Jarvin, and that could be dangerous for England, because we keep striking boundaries like this, and that run rate's going to go up even further. This time Chris Lewis lets him have a full toss, and Graham Gooch starting to feel very vulnerable at mid-off. That's going to go very quickly down to 4 runs. The man's wide at long leg. That's 4 very welcome runs for England, which takes them to 4 for 80. And early trouble for Alan Lamb. Mushtaq Ahmed's bowled superbly tonight. He's had all the England batsmen looking at him very carefully indeed.
Yes, he's bowling it just outside the off stump, pitching it perfectly for his googly.
That could run away for 4. This outfield's been very quick all day. It's been superbly prepared by the curators here at the MCG. And Alan Lamb is away. Beautifully controlled sweep shot.
Mushtaq Ahmed has bowled wonderfully here today. He's pitched it almost perfectly there. It's just slightly over pitches. And Lamb gets it away, but the 4s haven't been very easy for the England batsmen to get.
Fairbrother's going to look for 2. That's good running. Lamb placed it very well, and Fairbrother was off, left up like a rabbit. At least very, very quickly. They've got to start their surge now, and they've got to be very careful not to lose a wicket. They look for 2 again. Beautiful stroke. Away over cover. Alan Lamb's been searching for that shot. He was trying to get around so he could hit Amir Sohail, the left-arm spinner, away over cover, but Amir Sohail kept angling the ball in at him quite flat. Now Lamb has got Imran away over the infield. Akram is on a hat-trick. Slip in. It might be a little unlucky that he has Fairbrother at that end rather than the new batsman Dermot Reed.
He's had 2 hat-tricks and 1 internationals before. No ball. So we still have to wait to see if he'll get one. Perhaps a technical hat-trick. No ball. Signal by umpire Aldridge. Chetan Sharma, in fact, got the only previous hat-trick in the World Cup, and he bowled all 3 of his. Wasim Akram, one of his previous hat-tricks, have also been all bowled. Bojan, Marshall and Ambrose for the West Indies. But he won't get another one. So tremendous effort by Wasim Akram.
Amir Sohail there has got right across the pitch. He was getting ready for an appeal, delivered the ball left arm around the wicket, and then as he started to go for the appeal, he jumped right in front of the umpire.
Well, there's a misfield, and they've got to come back for the second, and that brings up his 50. 64 balls. A very good effort by him. It's also the end of the over, 6 for 165.
Yes, this has got to be the over, the last over from Amir Sohail. And with the left-hander on strike, it might be a little easier, although Fairbrother is hurting a bit. Don't know whether that'll restrict his batting.
So Fairbrother, the left-hander here. The question is, can he get one away into the gap at mid-wicket over the short mid-wicket's head? Get it over the top of the heads of those two there. He's got a chance.
Catch it!
That's the area, just over the top, and it'll run away down towards the boundary. Will it get cut off? Yes, yeah. Oh, it's been missed. Into the fence it goes. Well, the idea was right. He didn't quite middle it. Mushtaq down there went right over the top of it. No, he's gone in the leg.
You're never safe if you've backed Pakistan. They always give you a worry. Oh, strike me, he hasn't even got a glove on that. You can't make an error if you don't touch him. That was the theory in baseball. I think if I was scoring, that would have to go down as an error.
Fair weather charges, but he's bowled very well in the spell, Akib Javed, keeping the ball up. They're coming back for the second. Throws the bowlers in. That's good running. Fair Brothers played very well here, David. He's a fighter and he's shown a lot of courage.
Shown a lot of character, Neil Fairbrother. Again, suffering, another Englishman suffering from an injury at a crucial time. But his job now is to stand there and whack the ball. He's got to make contact, keep nudging the ball into the gaps, try and hit the odd boundary in between. That's what England need as well.
Slow ball and well bowled. They don't get a single. A bit of confusion there with the run of the men at square leg running for the left-handed Neil Fairbrother.
And in fact, Alex Stewart, who is the runner at square leg there for Neil Fairbrother, saying he couldn't hear the call. And of course, the last thing they want now is a tragic run out for Neil Fairbrother. And it really is very hard. There's a lot of noise out in the stadium, 80-odd thousand people there, big atmosphere.
Yorks him, close, get back. He's back. It was all action there. It was all happening. Very close LBW shot. It was a Yorker. Maybe some bat there from Pringle. They're looking for a run. It was all happening.
This is a lethal delivery, especially if you're Derek Pringle's toes. That's a classic Akram delivery, in-swinging Yorker. And it's not slow, that I do promise you. Derek Pringle taking the decision to try and get out the way as soon as possible, nearly runs himself out as well. Just back in time. That's not a bad seed either, and Akram can do no wrong.
He's a magnificent athlete. Have a look at this action. He's a good athlete. He's a fine runner, but his success is in the quick arm actions. He really does charge in well forward. Beautiful, smooth run to the wicket, but when he gets there, it's so quick with the arm action. That's where he gets all his release from, always running through the crease and swinging the Yorker into the right-hander, almost unplayable to a low-order batsman.
Not too easy for a top-order batsman.
Going for single. Misses. Extra run. They'll be run out if they go. No. Calm heads. A very good over from Wasim Akram. It's 8 for 188.
Because he's kept the pressure on while Wasim has been attacking. So Wasim has been able to go on bowling in an attacking manner while the pressure is still kept on at the other end with Akib's wonderfully accurate bowling. So Akib Javed's performances have been very much underrated. He's not the glamour boy of Pakistan's cricket by a long shot, but ask Imran, ask Javed Miandad, and they'll tell you how important he is to the Pakistan team.
It always used to be said that strike bowlers operate in pairs. I mean, what you always think of Lillian Thompson, or even further back, Statham and Truman. There's always one who's the real sort of out-and-out wicket taker, but they do need the support. And I wonder if this is going to be a sort of a combination for the future.
Like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel for more exciting highlights.